second equation into the first. When you see y, you just change it to 13x plus 11. Okay, so once you do this, you get your first mark. Second mark, what you can do is you could multiply 6 throughout. So the first one, you get a 6x squared. The second one, when you multiply the 6, the 1/6 is gone. No more already, done. Then here you would have 13x plus 28. So it's a very simple quadratic. So the second mark, I'm looking out for this one. Okay, you must get this together with using your quadratic formula correctly. So some of you, I have about 3 of you who still cannot remember quadratic formula. It's negative b squared minus 4ac. So if you memorize wrongly, your whole marks here is gone. Okay? Some of you didn't get this. You get negative 6x squared plus 13x plus 28. That's fine. You will get the same answer. So once I see this, that's your second mark. When you solve, after you simplify, you will get 2x value. One is 7 over 2, which is a 3.5. The other one is negative 4 over 3, which some of you wrote it as negative 1/3. So this is the pair that I need to see to give you your first answer mark. The next pair is when you sub in this into this equation, and then you will get 113 over 2. Some of you wrote it as 56.5. Okay, which is fine. The corresponding y that you get here would be negative 19 over 3. So some of you wrote it as negative 6 and 1/3. So this is the second set of answer. On the answer blank, you should write x equals to 3.5, y would be 56.5. When x is negative 1 and 1/3, your y should be negative 19 over 3. They did not say it is a pair of coordinates, so you don't write it in coordinate form. Just give me the answer as this. Okay, so just double check your answer. Some of you got to the point of quadratic but forgot how to solve by quadratic equation. Okay, so that's question 1, 4 marks. It's a simple one, so it's just 4 marks. But if we add in variables A and B, a solution set, then it can get more complicated. Okay, let's look at 2A. This one, I don't know what happened. Some of you, okay, the keyword is 2 real and equal roots. I have some of you who gave me discriminant more than 0 or less than 0. Don't know what happened. Okay? This page done, huh? The keyword is 2. Yeah, okay. Okay, this one. They tell you 2 real and equal roots means it is discriminant equals to 0. No other options. So, this is your A. Your B is 4K. Anything that doesn't have X attached to it is your constant C. This is your C. So some of you identify your ABC wrongly. Next thing, discriminant is B squared minus 4AC. I have some of you give me negative B plus 4AC. Don't know where it came from. So discriminant is B squared minus 4AC. This one you have to remember. So 4K squared minus 4. A is 4, C is K plus 20. You must equate to 0. So this is the first method mark. D equals to 0. Second is forming the quadratic. After you simplify, you will eventually reach here. Or some of you, without simplifying, you get this, which is perfectly fine. So either one, okay, either one is your simplified form, and then I need to see you using either factorization or quadratic formula. Some of you use completing the square, which is fine also. So negative b plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2a. So you will get two solutions, 5 or negative 4. Those who did the factorization method, you will get this minus 5. So this is the factorized form and then your two solutions. So the method is 1 mark. Either you use quadratic formula or factorization, the answer is 1 mark. So 3 marks altogether. Okay, so this one is just like your normal quadratic. Okay, next one. Smallest integer value a such that this curve is positive. When a curve is positive, means it lies above the x-axis. So positive curve must be a minimum curve. So first thing I need to see is a must be greater than 0. Okay, second thing is discriminant must be less than 0. So discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. It must be less than 0. So 81 minus 28a. You can keep the 28a here if you prefer. Some of you did that, but when you bring your 81 over, you never change it to negative. Okay, but some of you brought the negative 28 over and make it positive. That's also fine. So if you divide by negative 28 on both sides, remember to flip the sign. And then you get this. So your a is greater than 2 whole and then a fraction there. So they ask you, so where's my mark? My mark is 1 mark here. Getting this is not enough. You should combine it with this. So I need to see these two to get your second mark. Okay, because it's not only greater than 0, it is also greater than 2 point something. So finally decide on the smallest integer. So if you look at all your criteria, a must be greater than 0. This is 2 whole 25 over 28. A must be greater than this. So your solution set must be found in the overlap here. And what is the smallest whole number that appear there? It will be this. 3 lies in the solution set. So the smallest integer is 3. Can. You don't need to show this, but you still have to show me that you know it came from these two. So I must see a greater than 0 somewhere in your solution. Otherwise, this mark I don't give to you. Okay? And then final answer is 3. Okay, so if you ask me out of the 3 quadratic inequality, the 3 inequality question on nature of roots, B is the worst answered one. So that means it tells me that for the subsequent quizzes, this is one that I will always bring in until you get so good at it. Okay, I will change, always positive, lie completely above, lie completely below, always negative, never negative until you are so good at it. Okay, so this one I will always test. Make sure you can do. Okay, C, they say do not intersect the x-axis, means no real roots. We are before you do copy. All done. Okay, so this one does not intersect the x-axis, means discriminant less than 0. But before that, please make sure you go and fully simplify it. Some of you just take this to be B. I don't know how. You have to expand everything out fully first until you see where's your A, where's your B, where's your C. Go and expand everything out. So if you simplify, these two will give you a plus x. This will give you plus 1. So your A is this one. Your B is this one. And your C is anything without x. So you must identify this one correctly. Otherwise, whatever follows will be wrong. So this expansion, please do it super carefully because it's definitely worth your effort. So discriminant is b squared minus 4ac and it must be less than 0. So 1 mark I gave for getting the quadratic simplified fully. 1 mark for knowing that discriminant is less than 0. So this is 8 and plus 8p. So you will get 8p minus 7. Okay, bring the negative 7 over. And then you divide by 8 on both sides. Some of you, I don't know how you got 8 divided by 7 instead of 7 divided by 8. So your inequality is this whole thing. This is the answer mark. So 3 marks here. 1 mark for the simplification. 1 mark for knowing is less than 0. 1 mark for the final answer. Okay, inequality is not so bad. I think your E-math should be okay. Okay, so don't worry, I'll be, yes? Oh. Okay, so I O, okay, fine. Hiya, this kind of mistake. So next time I find mistakes on your paper, you give me candy back. See who gets more. That's different. That's 2 different things. I don't get paid to give chocolates for my mistake. Yeah, I owe you one and him one. Okay, next one, inequality. This one, most of you kept your numerator at the right place, which I'm pleased with that. So when you multiply your 2 over, you get 14x plus 38. You multiply your 3 over, you get 18 minus 3x. But the wonderful thing is, how come your inequality anyhow change after you multiply? I don't know what happened. Some of your equal sign disappears. So be careful on inequality. It's a giveaway. Make sure you get the marks you deserve. Okay, next one is adding 3x on both sides. Another wonderful thing is after you add 3x on both sides, you get 11x. I don't know how. This is 17x. Okay, so I have some of you making this kind of mistake, so you need to be very careful. Minus 38. So you get negative 20. And then very happily, you get this as your solution. You only write this here, which is wrong. Remember, inequality solution is a range. You cannot give me one value. So the moment you write this here, you lose your answer mark. Remember, copy the whole thing down. Okay, and because this is E-math, technically, you should give me mixed number solution. A 3, right? Sorry. Okay, technically, but I never penalize this time round. Try not to round off to 3SF because this is exact. Just leave it as it is. Okay, noted. Okay, so remember your solution. Try to leave it in mixed number. Okay, not improper. Okay, then this question asks you, why is there no positive values of x such that this inequality is fulfilled? This is my solution set. So you can say that the solution set is x less than or equals to negative, okay, which comprises only of negative values less than or equals to negative 1 and 3 over 17. Hence, there are no positive values. Okay, so all your solutions are less than or equals to negative 1 point something. There's no chance you have an x that is positive. So talk about your solution set. Okay, if you don't want to write this whole chunk, you can replace this with a less than 0 here. Yes.
Is this question an easy and part B?
If the top is okay, do you have? Yeah.
减 3x 减 2x 所以减 x。
Okay. Done. And move on, Okay, last one. Remember when you split, this is one pair, not this. So when you write them separately, this is one pair, and this is the other one. Take the whole thing, don't split it into half. So when you solve them and cross multiply the 2 over, this is 10 plus 2x. Don't forget to multiply the x by 2. What? Why? Later. Okay, so what I do is I minus 11 on both sides. So this is negative 1. Okay, your sign, you need to handle it with care. So you minus 2x here, it becomes negative 5x. Some of you calculated this part wrong, so that's why you lost the mark here. So to divide by negative 5 on both sides, you flip the sign. So this solution gets you 1 mark. Okay, the next one, this one is the easy one. You get 1 mark here. Final answer when you overlap. So 1/5 is maybe here, greater than 1/5, lesser or equals to 2. So the overlap is over here. So your x value traps between 1/5 and 2. So my solution is this. So this is my answer mark. Some of you got this wrong, but because this is wrong, your final answer looks a bit different. But if you overlap them correctly, you get error carried forward. So you still get the answer mark here, even if your first value here is wrong. So must persevere through your question. Okay, last one, I want to know what are the integer values that lies in the solution set. So one is here, the other one is here. So the two integer value is 1 and 2. Don't go and put bracket. The moment you put bracket, it means coordinates. So it's wrong already. So just leave it as 1, 2. Okay, that's it. You saying is